Hi, everybody. I'm Lori Pinhorn, social worker and holistic nutritionist.
I'm Joanne Greeley. I'm a yoga teacher.
And we are here today to talk to you guys about our upcoming 4-part workshop series, Holistic Nutrition and Yoga workshop series.
Yeah, so we're going to teach a workshop. It's 4-part. It's called Restore and Rebalance the Energy in Your Life. It's going to be broken down into 4 different weeks.
Yep.
And we're going to talk about yoga and nutrition each night.
Yep. 1 hour practice of yoga and 1 hour nutrition instruction for 4 weeks.
For 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So just to give you a little bit of an outline, our first one is going to be called Jumpstart Your Day. So we're going to talk a lot about, you're going to talk about what we're going to eat to get our day started. I'm going to talk about how to start a little home practice. So maybe you can start with some meditation in your day, building energy, building the prana so that as your day goes on, you've got lots of energy.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about breakfast, and we're going to talk about, how that message of breakfast being the most important meal of the day is like one of the long-standing nutritional truths. And a lot of people run out the door every day with just a cup of coffee, or they have breakfast when they get to the office or when they get to school or whatever. And we're just going to talk about how you can really increase your energy and decrease the tension in your body with what you have for your breakfast.
Sure. And, this stuff, we're going to have lots of little self-care toolkit items that you can add to your life to help with these types of things.
Definitely. We're also going to talk about the power of protein.
Mm-hmm.
And, the human body really gets its energy source from the proteins that we eat. We're going to talk about the differences of animal protein, vegetable and grain-based proteins, and how to incorporate, depending on how you're sort of wired as an individual, because our nutrition needs are really different.
Sure.
Everybody's nutrition needs are different. So maybe you actually need less animal protein and more grain and vegetable-based protein, depending on what's going on for you, right?
Absolutely. And then I'm going to talk on that. I'm going to talk about building strength within your body, how having a strong body helps you throughout your day and through your life, and how important that is.
Definitely. I'm excited about the power of protein one because that's a part of it. It's a nutrition philosophy that I go by every day. It's like, where is the protein on my plate every meal and every snack too? So,
and a good thing with the protein, I've passed it on to my nieces and nephews. When they visit me, I'm like, you can pretty much eat what you like, but you better make sure you've got a good vegetable and a good protein in every meal.
Definitely, yeah, for sure.
Keeps everybody happy.
We're also going to talk about healthy fats because people are afraid to eat fat, aren't they? Like the diet industry and the fitness industry has led us down a very, very scary road when it comes to fat. There's all kinds of healthy fats out there, and the more healthy fats you eat, the better your metabolism is, the better your mental health is, your physical health.
Right. And then on that side, I'm going to talk about the body-brain connection.
Yeah.
How we need to reconnect our body and our brains. And I guess it's body and brains. And how important that is to have that connection and how to connect with your body so that when as you're going through life, and if you're feeling great or you're not feeling great, you can look at what you're doing to help yourself along.
Yeah, and all those messages are incorporated into a fabulous yoga practice. So Joanne is an amazing yoga teacher. If anybody's gone to one of her classes.
Thanks, Lori. And Lori's a great nutritionist.
So the 4th day we're talking about flexibility. It's a message that I love too. There's a bit of a myth that you have to be super flexible in order to do yoga. That's not true, is it?
Well, one of my favorite sayings is saying you're too stiff to do yoga is like saying you're too hungry to go to the banquet.
Oh, I like that.
Right. So if you are stiff, that means you really should be trying this stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
And when we see yoga in our Western civilization, we see a lot of people who can stand on their head and touch their toes to their nose. And really, that's not realistic for an everyday person.
Nope.
So, we're not going to be working on those types of poses. And then if that's what you're into, great. Love it. But we're going to be just talking more generally about how to keep your body flexible, what you can do, certainly as you age as well. If you're a young person and, you're starting out in university, how stress affects your body. And again, we're going to have lots of little tools, lots of things that you can take home and you can say, hey, if I put this into my life, how's it going to affect us?
Yeah, and I think that as a nutritionist and as a therapist, a social worker who helps people make, positive life changes around their food and stuff, I think one of the biggest problems that people run into is that lack of flexibility. It's like you made one not so healthy choice and then everything is ruined, right? Where you do have to have some flexibility and fun with your food. It's part of your healing journey to not be so hard on yourself.
Absolutely.
When, that again, the diet industry and the exercise industry is giving us this message of try harder. You've failed, so therefore you should punish yourself and all that. We're going to get rid of that thought pattern because it's actually not. It's not helping you, is it? It's just way too much judgment and pressure and things like that. So all is not lost if you made one fun food choice. I call them fun food choices.
I call them chocolate cake.
Yeah, I have lots of fun with my food, definitely. So this is, I guess, one of the things we should let people know is every time we've done workshops like this, they've sold out.
Yeah, we've had great success. The people who've come to our workshops have really enjoyed the experience. They've met people. We've had lots of people who've come on their own and have friendships from that now.
I know.
So,
cool,
if it's something that you're interested in and you maybe don't have the network to meet these like-minded people, this is a great place to start.
It totally is.
And, as you and I know, conversations that you and I have around nutrition and yoga, we don't always have those with all other people in our lives. So if it's something that you're interested in getting into or meeting like-minded people, it's a great opportunity for that as well.
Yeah, this could be the jumpstart of a brand new chapter of your life. If you've been wanting to try yoga and you're a little bit afraid that maybe I just don't have the skill set to go, our yoga philosophy is very traditional. It's yoga in its traditional sense, which is an introspective practice as opposed to just going and doing hard poses and tricks and things like that. So you're going to learn things like an introduction to meditation, which I can probably say is one of the best gifts yoga's have given to me, is to be able to practice the meditation. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about giving people real nutrition information that's not based in the diet industry and the food industry.
Yeah.
What are you excited about?
I'm excited to see everybody in a room, and I love to see that people come with all different levels, like you just said. Some people show up and they've never tried yoga before, and then other people already have a home practice or they're going to yoga classes. And I just love to see people helping each other, coming together. And all the classes that I teach are 100% accessible.
Totally.
Don't worry about that. And then if you're someone who has a home practice, you will also be challenged. So I make sure that all the practices are all level so that for the person who's a raw beginner, you're going to find things that were great. And then someone who's been practicing for a long time, you're still going to feel challenged and feel as if you had a great practice as well.
Very individualized practice.
Yes, yeah.
And there's going to be taste tests. I'm going to be bringing some food and
Which is
recipes.
Always delicious.
So everybody will leave one day with a recipe and had the option of trying some of the great, mostly plant-based foods what we're going to have there. Because I personally believe when you make the shift to more vegetables and plant-based proteins, your body's going to be helpful and going to really be thankful for that. So
yeah,
that's what we're going to be doing.
There's going to be lots of great conversation. We're going to be there and available to discuss anything with you that maybe through the class, something that piqued your interest or you wanted more information on.
Yeah. So somewhere in this Facebook post or on the webpage that you're looking at is a big button that says register. And when you hit that button, you're going to be taken to a registration page where all you need to do is enter in your contact information. And we also want to know some personal information about if you have any physical conditions that you're living with or injuries, food allergies. We need to know that.
Sure.
Those kinds of things. And then you will be up and running. It's going to be a great 4 weeks. And the hope is that we're going to run this workshop every several months, eh?
Yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to. Cool. And it's going to be awesome. If you're looking for something, to get you started, this is a really great place to start.
It totally
great place to start.
You won't be disappointed. We
Absolutely
promise.
not.
Okay, so hopefully we'll see you at this workshop, and we hope that you have a happy, healthy day.
Wonderful. See you later. Bye.